Another question for you tonight. Why is a veteran Western New York lawmaker handing out a big check at a time when the state is flat broke and the state budget is now 50 days late? News 4 investigative reporter Luke Moretti has this story tonight for your money. Luke?
Lisa, faced with a roughly $9 billion deficit and a late state budget, what's State Senator William Stachowski doing, handing out $100,000 to Trocaire College for upgrades? When pressed about it, Stachowski told reporters it's capital money from last year's budget and that it doesn't impact the current budget deficit.
It's nice that you guys always want to say that, and then on the other hand, you want to say, well, you know, you didn't get this position, so you can't bring money back to your district. Then when you bring the money back, you complain that we bring the money back. And then you do other articles saying, well, you know, it's a shame that we're not getting enough money in our region. So, you know, you can't have it every way.
Meanwhile, Assemblyman Jack Quinn was in his district pushing a public pension reform agenda. He says there's no sense sitting in Albany waiting on the governor to call a session or legislative leaders to call a conference committee.
99.9% of the people I represent can't come to Albany to see me. They can't. So we have district offices to serve them in our community. If we're not going to be doing anything in Albany, why would I waste your money being there?
And speaking of money, the Albany Times-Union is reporting that the Buffalo office of the State Department of Environmental Conservation received a disconnect notice from Verizon threatening to shut off telephone service for non-payment. This as lawmakers pass weekly bare-bones appropriations to keep the state going.
Well, quite frankly, I don't believe that DEC, if they didn't pay their bill, that was somebody's oversight. They're not out of money.
One sticking point right now is talk of borrowing to balance the budget. Jack Quinn says, forget it.
Any attempt to borrow or tax our way out of this will not be supported by myself or any Republican.
With the state facing a severe cash shortage and a multi-billion-dollar deficit, how long before the state has a budget? Quinn and Stachowski think there could be some positive movement within a week or two. Stay tuned. Luke Moretti, News 4.